You guys are really making me do this, huh? You guys are really making me do this.
All right, Brock Lesnar countered. Brock Lesnar countered. Lesnar countered. He's got it. Undertaker up on his shoulders again.
Not again.
Going for a triple. A third F5 to the Undertaker. Brock Lesnar into the cover. Hooks the leg. The streak is over.
Just reliving that. Just honestly reliving that. I mean, what can you do? What can you do? The reaction was just genuine. Like, nobody honestly expected that. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I still say this to this day. Taker's streak should have never ended. And I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why the streak was broken to begin with, Vince made the decision 4 hours before WrestleMania 30 began. He made the decision that Taker's streak would end. Mind you, this was the first ever live pay-per-view broadcast on the WWE network. So obviously it was going to create buzz. Obviously. And it did the job. Do I agree with the streak being over? No. To this day, no. I'm still shocked about it. I don't really want to talk about it. Even, listen, it has hit me that hard that even my own girlfriend Jessica always teases me every single time. Oh, isn't it WrestleMania 30 when fucking Taker streak ended? Oh, Christopher, what was the pay-per-view where fucking Taker had a streak ended by Brock Lesnar? Are you fucking kidding me? Babe, if you're watching, I love you. But my God, seriously? She knows I'm a big Undertaker fan, but my God. Oh, what pay-per-view was it when freaking Taker had a streak ended by Brock Lesnar? Christopher, can we watch that pay-per-view? I want to see a reaction to it. Let me tell you, man. I do not agree with the streak ending. I'm going to say that right flat and out. And what made it even more worse was how Vince went to Stone Cold's podcast and said at that time on the roster, who in the roster was big enough to face Undertaker at WrestleMania. So you bypass a John Cena? Mind you, John Cena was still on the roster. Full time. Brock is a part-time superstar. You could have gave that to John Cena? Seriously? So you bypass a John Cena? No, but you want to give it to Brock Lesnar. I'm like, what? And I hear this on freaking Austin's podcast back in I believe back in 2014. I believe in the summer of 2014. I'm like, what? So you bypass a John Cena to give the streak to Brock Lesnar. I don't get it. And this is the reason why I said that the streak should have never been broken to begin with. If anything, you could have used the streak, the legacy of the streak, and give it to somebody else who's a rising superstar. For example, let's say Taker's still undefeated at WrestleMania. You could have gave that matchup to probably, Aleister Black. Probably somebody coming up from freaking NXT. Or Tommaso Ciampa. Perfect example. Perfect example. Use the streak to skyrocket an NXT superstar. Let's say, for example, Taker was still undefeated at WrestleMania. So there, he would have been 22-0. 31, he would have been 23. 32, he would have been 24. 33, let's say if he beat Roman, he would have been 25-0. And Cena this past year, he would have been 26-0 at WrestleMania. You could have used that streak, that legendary streak that The Undertaker has. You could have used this streak to skyrocket somebody coming up from NXT, like an Aleister Black, like a Tommaso Ciampa. You could give it to a babyface, you give it to a heel. And let's say if the streak is still intact, who would be the guy to beat Taker at WrestleMania? You gotta have that thing in mind. What if? It's that what if factor. It's that what if factor. I just don't agree with the streak ending. I just don't. To this day, I still don't. And like I said, you could have used this streak, this what could have been a 26-0 streak at WrestleMania. You could have skyrocketed somebody coming up from NXT. That's how I honestly feel about it. But this is your Throwback Thursday pay-per-view review for WrestleMania 30, guys. I'm, of course, Chris. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed these Throwback Thursdays, if you guys enjoyed this opening of WrestleMania 30, smash that like button as hard as you possibly can. Comment down below what you guys thought of WrestleMania 30. Here's a question for you guys, and I'm going to pin this down below in the comment section. Do you think Taker's streak should have ended? I say no. I want to know what you guys say down below in the comment section. If you guys are new to the channel and watching this video for the first time, visiting this channel for the first time, hit that subscribe button down below. Turn that bell for all notifications for daily uploads. Let's begin this Throwback Thursday review for WrestleMania 30. Now, I'm still pissed off what happened earlier. Oh my God. WrestleMania 30 was the 30th annual WrestleMania event. It was produced for the very first time by the WWE Network. It took place on Sunday, April 6, 2014 at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, not Silverdome, Hulk Hogan, in New Orleans, Louisiana. It was the first event simultaneously broadcast live on pay-per-view television and their new streaming media service, the WWE Network. There were 7 matches on this card and 1 pre-show match that was streamed on the network. Now, there were 7 matches in this card. If you want to include the pre-show, it's really 8. So here were the following matches that we got. If you want to count the pre-show, you got the Usos against Los Matadores, if you guys remember about those guys. The Real Americans, Cesaro and Jack Swagger, and Ryback, Curtis Axel and Ryback, for the tag team titles in a fatal 4-way. Then you got Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. The winner was entered into the WWE World Heavyweight Championship main event match later that same night. Then you got the Shield, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins versus Kane and the New Age Outlaws in a 6-man tag. Then you got the inaugural Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Then you got John Cena versus Bray Wyatt, Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. Then we got the Vicky Guerrero Invitational match for the Divas Championship. And then we got the main event match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Let's begin this review, man. Let's begin it. First matchup was Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. The Yes Movement was in full effect throughout this whole entire night. Triple H and Daniel Bryan. I loved this storyline. I loved how, this all began back at SummerSlam 2013 when Triple H was a special guest referee between Daniel Bryan and John Cena. That SummerSlam in 2013, Daniel Bryan beat Cena for the title. Orton was holding Money in the Bank. Triple H screwed Daniel Bryan, gave him a pedigree, and then Orton cashed the Money in the Bank, became WWE Champion. So this came in all full circle. This matchup was great. I loved this matchup between Daniel Bryan and Triple H. They went about, how long did they go? For a good matchup that Daniel Bryan and Triple H had, they went 25, almost 26 minutes. Almost 26 minutes. Fantastic matchup, though, to kick off WrestleMania. It was just a great matchup. Just fantastic. You know, Triple H may be old, but he still got it. I'm not going to hold you. He still got it. Daniel Bryan, the Yes Movement was in his prime. I think Daniel Bryan was in his prime around this time, but the Yes Movement was in full effect this whole entire night. But there was a point in this match where I thought Triple H had the match won. And then when he hit the pay with Daniel Bryan, Bryan kicked out. I'm like, wow. I thought Triple H was going to low-key win this matchup. So, Triple H countered Bryan's signature running knees with a spine buster and his signature pedigree maneuver, but Bryan kicked out at 2. After another series of counters, Bryan hit his running knees for the 3 count and the victory. The matchup was really good and physical. The matchup was physical. Triple H was targeting Daniel Bryan's shoulder the entire matchup. After the match, McMahon slapped Bryan, distracted him long enough for Triple H to attack him from behind. Triple H placed Bryan's injured arm against the ring post and hit it with a steel folding chair. Now, everybody was concerned at that time. Oh, will Daniel Bryan even be participating in the triple threat match later on tonight in the main event? Bryan had to be attended by medical staff while Triple H and McMahon celebrated on the stage. Fantastic matchup between Daniel Bryan and Triple H. Daniel Bryan gets added to the matchup between Orton and Batista in the main event for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Okay. Next up, we got the New Age Outlaws and Kane versus the Shield. This match only went, I'm not going to lie to you, if you blinked, you missed it. This match only went 2 minutes. 2 minutes! The Shield then performed the triple powerbomb maneuver on both Outlaws for decisive victory. This match did nothing for me. This was the shortest match of the night. Of the night. The shortest match of the night. I didn't care. Shield win over Kane and the New Age Outlaws in just a 2-minute match. After that, we got the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. This matchup was, I'm not going to lie to you, Cesaro, man. At that time, I think Cesaro should have a singles run. At that time, but not anymore now. Cesaro was incredibly over during this Battle Royal. He was incredibly over. Like, just crazy. Cesaro won this Battle Royal, eliminating the Big Show. So, it was Sheamus, Cesaro, and Big Show as the final 4 men. Well, Alberto Del Rio. It was Alberto Del Rio, Sheamus, Cesaro, and Big Show. Okay. As the final 4, Del Rio and Sheamus eliminated each other, leaving Cesaro and Show to fight back and forth until Cesaro lifted Show and body slammed them out of the ring to become the victor, mirroring Hulk Hogan's momentous body slam Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3. That was a really cool moment there. I loved that. That was a fantastic moment. Cesaro wins. He was incredibly over. Cesaro wins the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. The inaugural Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Next match was John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. I love this storyline. Who is texting me? I'm recording. Jesus Christ. The next match was between John Cena and Bray Wyatt. Like I said, I love the storyline. I loved it. This matchup was great. This was Bray Wyatt. I believe this was Bray Wyatt's, his first WrestleMania. This was his first WrestleMania. And he did really well against the likes of John Cena. One of the greatest of all time. This matchup was good. There was a point in this match where Cena had a chair. And Bray Wyatt is on his knees doing this. You know how he does that? He does the whole rolling his hands thing. So Wyatt introduced a folding chair into the ring and tossed it to Cena. And then, again, begging Cena to use it on him and thereby ruin his own legacy. Cena instead attacked Rowan, who had gotten up on the ring apron with the chair. So Wyatt capitalized by rolling him up for another near fall. Cena countered another Sister Abigail attempt to hit another AA for the victory. This match was great. Great match for what it was. They went about, how long did they go? They went for about 22 minutes. 22 minutes. And I said this before. Bray Wyatt is one of the most underrated superstars ever. At that time. Now he's just a lost cause. Now, in this current age right now, he's a lost cause. This matchup was good. Bray Wyatt just held his own tonight at that WrestleMania. He held his own against John Cena. Matchup was really good. I love this entrance too. I love Bray Wyatt's entrance, but there's a thing about past WrestleManias. If you have your theme song sung by the artist and that artist is at that WrestleMania performing a theme song, you're going to lose a matchup. You're going to lose a matchup. It's happened many times before in the history of WrestleMania. Cena gets a victory over Bray Wyatt. I think you guys know what's next. Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. With Taker going into his matchup 21-0 at WrestleMania. The match was a slow one with Taker looking old and worn down, although throughout the matchup. Lesnar tried the chokeslam while Taker did not succumb to Lesnar's signature F5 maneuver. Taker twice trapped Lesnar in his Hell's Gate submission. Now, the beginning of this matchup, Brock Lesnar gave Undertaker a belly-to-belly suplex. And I swear to God, the look on Undertaker's face right after that happened, I was like, yeah, Taker is completely out of it. Brock gives Taker a belly-to-belly suplex. Taker landed on his head first. Like the back of his head hit first, and then his whole body hit after that. I thought to myself, and then the camera looks at Taker's face like, yeah, Taker is completely out of it. I'm watching this in my friend's. I'm like, yeah. In the back of my mind, I'm telling myself, yeah, Taker is out of it. He is completely out of it. The matchup was slow, but it picked up really quickly, though. It picked up really quick. After that, Taker gave Lesnar a last ride and a tombstone, but Lesnar kicked out at 2. As Taker attempted a second tombstone power, Lesnar countered into the third F5 and pinned The Undertaker for the victory, ending The Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania as Lesnar's manager Paul Heyman freaked out at the result. WWE did not play Lesnar's theme music immediately after his victory, highlighting the reaction of a shocked and stunned crowd just before Justin Roberts announced Lesnar was the winner. Instead, WWE showed a graphic displaying The Undertaker's WrestleMania record of 21-1. The crowd eventually booed Lesnar as he left. Taker was left in the ring where he gathered himself. As he slowly walked up the entrance ramp, the WWE announcers gave him a standing ovation and the crowd chanted his name and various thank you chants. Brock Lesnar beats The Undertaker in my opinion, the most shocking victory, the most shocking loss for The Undertaker in WrestleMania history. They went about 25 minutes. They went just above 25 minutes. There was a report going around after WrestleMania that Taker had collapsed. Now, it says right here in my notes, Undertaker was reporting tickets away from the Superdome in an ambulance, which the WWE later confirmed was due to him suffering a severe concussion. He was discharged the following day. In May of 2014, Shawn Michaels said that Vince McMahon made the final decision to end the Undertaker streak about 4 hours before WrestleMania 30. McMahon confirmed in December of 2014 in a Stone Cold podcast that it was indeed him who made the final decision and that The Undertaker was initially shocked at that decision. The decision was made due to McMahon believing that it would make a huge deal out of Brock Lesnar to set up the next WrestleMania event. McMahon also said that he did not foresee other viable candidates on the roster to fill Lesnar's role within the near future. So you bypass on John Cena. That's what I'm saying. If you guys are watching right now, go back to the beginning of the video where I stated this and I completely ranted on it. So Brock beats Taker, ending his undefeated streak at 21-1. Finally, guys, main event. Daniel Bryan Batista Randy Orton in a triple threat match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Orton's entrance included a live performance by Ref Theory. Daniel Bryan wins here. Daniel Bryan wins. My God. Yes chants just going all over the entire place. Daniel Bryan makes Batista tap out to the yes movement To the Yes Lock. Sorry about that. To the Yes Lock. Fireworks, confetti going all over it. Crowd chanting yes, yes, yes. Daniel Bryan wins the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in one of the most greatest WrestleMania moments of all time. That is it, guys, for WrestleMania 30 review. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys enjoyed that WrestleMania 30 Throwback Thursday PPV review, smash that like button. Comment down below what you guys thought of WrestleMania 30. Hit that subscribe button down below. I will see you guys tomorrow for Flashback Friday. No, for Top 5 Friday. The Twitter poll is on the top profile of my Twitter. Vote on it, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow for Top 5 Fridays. See you guys tomorrow.